Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I look like Walter White from Breaking Bad. I am just cracking on with Massey. Hold on, let's put the mask down, guys. So, you know I've done the David Brown cab. That was all hand sanded and wire brushed. With the Massey, I've decided that there's bits I can do that I'm not too worried about waiting on for things like filler, etc. So, that will eventually be done. I'm not worried about that, and I'm going to have to sand in here. But what you can see as I've done is I've had the grinder and the electric sander on this arch, and I haven't got around there yet because I'm in the barn, but I've got on top of that bit there, and I've started going along these strips, these silver strips as well, but some of it I'll have to do with a wire brush and hand sand, and obviously we're going to need some filler in there, and we're probably going to need a bit of filler in there as well. And once we come through here a bit, there'll be a bit of filling in there as well, which kind of sucks. But for now, the plan is to sand and paint this arch, the silver trim here. I'm going to get the silver trim done there and work my way around to the other side of the cab. I'll ignore this because obviously we've got the split in the side panel there, so that needs to be redone. And I'll ignore down here as obviously we've got a new floor to put in as well. But jobs that I can do are these, so I'm going to tick these off, and hopefully she looks better than anything. Random job that I figure I need to do is, as I was looking around under this glass panel here, I realised there's a lot of dirt, but there's obviously a bit of rust coming with that dirt. So I haven't actually tried windows in this. Thankfully, as rusty as she is, the window holds. So I'm going to get in there, clean that groove out. There's a lot of stuff down there. It looks like the rubber seal's a bit naff, obviously. So I'll have to re-pull that in once I shut the window again. Got the Massey Ferguson 698 out. So yesterday I sanded down this side panel here and on this arch, and just gave her a first coat of paint, hand painted by the way, and inside here as well. So I could wait and we could do it all properly, but that never happens. So the plan is to go around all of the red and the silver of the cab. I'm using the grinder first with a sand disc on. I've got the electric sander here as well. So I'll go around with the grinder first. As you'll see, we'll get some bare metal which will need to be primed first. And then hand paint along as well. Go around this arch. This arch is the worst. It's bent over. Quite a few holes in it. The other one's not too bad. It's only got one hole in it, which we can easily put a plate on or fill. This one's going to need some panel beating as well. But again, because that's a job I need help with Dad on, I'm just going to do the bits I can do for now. And then if he can ever get time to, say, panel beat her out and fill some of these holes, then crack on. And then we can always go back over again. So I generally just want to tidy her up. Doors are all right. This door's fine. And I know the other doors hide in the workshop, and that's fine too. And then obviously the silver of the cab there could do with a tidy up. Maybe I should have got aerosol, but yeah, it's quite expensive aerosol, isn't it? So I'll do a first coat, and then eventually I'll go around and do a second coat of paint, because the second coat of paint should tidy you up quite a bit. I think Dad's Renault was hand painted and that looked alright, so just depends how good you are with a brush as well. Eventually I've got the wheels to do, so I have actually given these quite a good sanding previously, but that's as far as I got with them. Another thing I never knew I needed in my life was a respirator. Now this was 27 quid on Amazon, not the cheap 20 quid ones. Yeah, it's only a few quid more, but when I looked in China, the ones on China were the same as the 20 quid on Amazon. This one wasn't in China at all. So 27 quid, really good, so efficient so far, and comes with filters. Pretty happy with that. Primer experiment. Gonna see if grey primer helps with that base coat. Well, I didn't think of it in the first place, right? But here is unprimed panel, okay? So it was sanded and just brushed straight on, and that's one coat, and look at the black coming through, yeah, and the black coming through looks horrible. And I think with two coats it's still going to struggle, and you'll see that here as well, right? Come to this panel here, that is one coat of red on a base coat of grey primer like that, right? Now that, compared to sort of splits here, to that, ignore the fucking hole, you you can see the tone of colour differently. Now obviously grey primer will draw out the colour of the red more. It might even be making it a tiny bit orange, but honestly, why didn't I prime it in the first place? So now I need to get a second coat primer all on there. And the brush is gliding. When you're brushing on panels like this, without the primer on, the brush is really struggling to go through. But with the primer, it's just going across like spreading butter with a knife. It's brilliant. That looks like it's had 2 coats of paint. When you look at this, it looks like it's had 1 coat of paint, which obviously it has. So the difference is just night and day with the primer on. So another coat of primer over the top. I'm not flattening it down to get rid of any crazing because there's so many holes anyway. It don't matter, and we're going to be going through filling and that. This is more just a tidy up job. It doesn't cost a lot anyway. 1 tin of red paint there, and yeah, it's the correct Massey one. I think it's Vapormatic that we use. Let's have a look. Vapormatic Massey red, 1 litre. We'll do 1 coat across both arches and the back there. I need to sand in here and do in here, and I will probably run out of red by then. Then again, it's 20 quid a tin, so if you was to do that part of the tractor as well, and if I was to double coat it, it'd cost 40 quid, which ain't that bad, let's be honest, compared to, I mean, you look at that, and then you look at that. I mean, I know what one I prefer. So on the Massey Ferguson 698, and today I have spent the day on 2 wheels. So they were grey primed first, and then they have had a Massey Ferguson Silver Mist Vapormatic paint on them. So they have required 3/4 of a tin to do the 2. I've ordered another tin through Agriline, so it won't be Vapormatic. And I've also ordered a tin of the charcoal grey so I can do the tanks. There's 2 tanks under there, and the front here, which is also charcoal grey there. So I've done inside the wheels as well, that side, and I know I'm going back and forwards with the conversation here, guys, and inside here, and that looks so much better. You can see I've done the red paint as well, which should be in this video, I think. So I need to get this wheel sanded down on both sides. It's the only wheel I haven't touched at all. When I first got it, I did start on some wheels, so that one you can see has had some form of sanding compared to that one. So that should make life a tiny bit easier on that wheel. She will need a bit more. That should be done hopefully, well, Agriline delivery tomorrow for the extra paint. Oh, I need primer. Primer don't come till Monday, which sucks. Can't buy it locally, I've tried. I'm using aerosol on the primer because it's just so much easier for me. I think you get a better finish on aerosol primer anyway than brushing it on. So yeah, there's the wing out in the sun. She looks a bit better. Needs straightening up. She is only brushed. I'm not really arsed. I just wanted to shine her up a bit and protect what's left. We will get on to filling them holes in, but the priority is going to be that David Brown over the next week or 2. Obviously she's had the black of the cab done. We're on to the wings hopefully next week, and the bonnet, I've ordered the stickers for the bonnet. They come with Agriline, and I've also ordered the bonnet badge as well. So we'll get on with that and hopefully she'll be finished soon and sold. Massey, hopefully I will keep. I think she's just a lovely tractor, and I've always liked the Masseys ever since I had the 675. So that's faffing around. Let's go and have a gander at what he's up to. Oh, he's bent his trailer, so he's moving on muck heap. We've got a place up in the fields where we can get rid of it. Not in the field, but it is in the field, but yeah. So he's scraping out the muck heap, filling it on his trailer, and he has managed to bend the side rail there by the looks of it. Oh, what else have you done under there, you dirty dog? Now, where that's rotten, I think that's bent as well there on the main chassis body. That looks a bit bent to me. So he's going to have some fun straightening her up if I've got that right. Is that bent on the main chassis bit? Yeah. Oh. I'm just recording YouTube. There he is. Hello, knobhead. I think I don't know how he's bent. How has he bent it using muck? Oh shit, he didn't just run over a chicken, did he? There's a chicken right behind him. Bloody hell. Stupid things. So there we go. With the Massey wheels, as you will see during the video, and we were thinking it the whole time, the grey, the silver mist, looked just slightly flat and a little bit different. I kept questioning it the whole time, and I'm thinking this just isn't the right colour. We even put it up against the cab silver, brushed it on just next to it, and the match was so close on the cab silver, but on the wheels it just looked so different. I had a triple take on it, had another look, and it's the new silver mists. So it's for the 3000s, which kind of sucks, and that's not my fault, it's a supplier fault. So I've got Agriline Silver Mist come in instead of the Vapormatic, and I'm going to get that and see if I can put a coat of that over the top to fix the colour. Fingers crossed.